Why was the Antiac computer so massive? The Antiac computer, constructed in 1945, was a true behemoth of its time. Covering an astonishing 167 square meters, this early electronic marvel weighed around 27 tons, making it one of the largest computers ever built. Imagine a machine so enormous it could fill a small room. Designed for complex calculations, it played a crucial role in advancing computer technology, although its size and weight made it impractical for everyday use. Most people today carry smartphones in their pockets that are millions of times more powerful than the Antiac, highlighting just how far technology has come. Back then, computers were primarily used for tasks like military calculations or scientific research. And the sheer scale of the Antiac was a reflection of that era's ambitions. Its immense size and weight posed significant challenges for engineers, but it laid the groundwork for future innovations. As we marvel at today's sleek gadgets, it's fascinating to think about how the Antiac's size represents a pivotal moment in computing history. What will the next generation of computers look like? Get ready to chuckle at the Photic sneeze reflex. You might be surprised to learn that sneezes can be contagious, creating a funny chain reaction among people nearby. This quirky phenomenon occurs when someone sneezes, leading others around them to also feel the urge to sneeze, almost as if it's an unwritten rule. The Photic sneeze reflex, which happens when bright light makes people sneeze, adds another layer of amusement. Imagine being in a crowded cafe and someone lets out a loud sneeze, only for it to trigger a wave of sneezes from others. This can turn a simple sneeze into a delightful moment that spreads laughter. Scientists believe that this reflex might be tied to our shared brain wiring and instinctive social bonding. So next time you hear a sneeze, be ready. You might just join the sneezing fun too. What if John Dillinger was a baseball star? Before his infamous reign as a bank robber in the Great Depression, John Dillinger had dreams of playing professional baseball. Growing up in Indiana, he hurled fastballs and swung bats, showcasing the talent that could have led to a successful sports career. However, his stint in baseball was tragically short. Disillusioned by life's challenges and intrigued by the thrill of crime, he quickly shifted gears, leaving his baseball dreams behind. This pivot to a life marked by robberies and run-ins with law enforcement would eventually define him as one of America's most notorious criminals. Dillinger's story raises interesting questions about the paths we take and the choices that lead us down very different roads. Could he have been remembered as a baseball legend instead of a notorious outlaw? The contrast is striking and sparks curiosity about how passion and circumstance can dramatically shape a life. Can you believe this about office desk bacteria? Studies show that an average office desk hosts about 400 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. Imagine that. While we often focus on keeping our bathrooms clean, we might overlook the hidden germs lurking in our workspace. This shocking statistic highlights the importance of regular cleaning, especially considering that men typically have 3 to 4 times more bacteria on their desks and gadgets compared to women. Factors like eating at the desk, handling various items throughout the day, and less frequent cleaning can contribute to these high bacteria levels. Key hotspots for germs include computer keyboards, phones, and the desk surface itself. To combat this, it's wise to wipe down your workspace with disinfectant regularly. Not only does this help keep your health in check, but it also creates a more pleasant workspace. Did you know octopuses can solve puzzles? These fascinating creatures are not just remarkable for their 8 arms, they also boast incredible intelligence that rivals many mammals. In laboratory settings, octopuses have been observed using tools and escaping enclosures, showcasing their problem-solving skills. Each arm operates semi-independently, containing a large number of neurons that help with multitasking. Imagine an octopus opening a jar from the inside to make its escape. This isn't just a cool trick, but a testament to their cleverness. However, despite their impressive cognitive abilities, octopuses face a short life expectancy, usually living only 1 to 2 years in the wild. Their intelligence is a marvel of nature, raising questions about how much we still have to learn about these amazing animals. Guess what really drives Gucci's expensive jeans? Gucci holds a Guinness World Record for selling the priciest jeans, which cost an astonishing $314. This record-breaking denim pair is not just about style, it's a bold statement about fashion and luxury. Made from high-quality materials and designed with intricate details, these jeans reflect the brand's commitment to craftsmanship and exclusivity. The hefty price tag ignites discussions about what makes items like these worth their cost. Some argue it's the designer's reputation and heritage, while others focus on the skill involved in creating such luxurious pieces. Interestingly, these jeans have sparked trends in the fashion world, making high-priced items more desirable to fashionistas and collectors alike. Could this signify a shift in how we perceive value in fashion? As more brands dip their toes into the luxury market, it makes us wonder, what price are we willing to pay for style and status? Fashion often blurs the lines between art and commerce, and Gucci's record-breaking jeans are a perfect example of this fascinating fusion. You might be surprised by Coca-Cola's bold global moves. In 1947, Coca-Cola took a significant step in its journey toward becoming a worldwide phenomenon by appearing in Korea and Cuba. This marked the company's first ventures into the Asian and Caribbean markets, which was a big deal at the time. Coca-Cola's success in these regions served as a launching pad for its worldwide presence, showing how a simple fizzy drink could unite diverse cultures. The bright red logo and refreshing taste quickly attracted local fans, exciting the imaginations of millions. Once the drink became available, it wasn't just a beverage. It symbolized enjoyment and connection during a time when the world was experiencing immense change after the war. This clever move not only boosted Coca-Cola's sales, but also laid the groundwork for a global brand that continues to thrive. Isn't it fascinating how a drink can create such a ripple effect in culture? Curious about Hartford's quirky balloon ban? In Hartford, Connecticut, advertising balloons are actually illegal. This unusual regulation is designed to tackle safety concerns, as floating balloons can distract drivers and pose a risk on the roads. Imagine driving and suddenly being distracted by a bright, colorful balloon advertising a local event. City officials believe that such distractions could lead to accidents, which is why they've put this rule in place. Instead of balloons, event promoters are encouraged to utilize posters and signs to spread the word about their happenings. This shift not only keeps the streets safer, but also helps control littering, as balloons can easily end up as trash. While it may seem odd at first glance, Hartford's approach reflects a concern for public safety and urban cleanliness. So, next time you're planning an event in this lovely city, remember to leave the balloons at home. Can you imagine a giant flower that stinks? The corpse flower, or Rafflesia arnoldi, is famous not only for its massive size, but also for the terrible odor it produces when it blooms. This impressive flower can reach up to 3 feet in diameter and is often found in the rainforests of Sumatra and Borneo. When it finally opens, typically after several years, it emits a smell reminiscent of rotting flesh, which is how it earned its nickname. Believe it or not, this unpleasant scent attracts pollinators like carrion beetles that thrive on decomposing organic material. The corpse flower's unforgettable bloom lasts only a few days before wilting, making it a rare and fascinating event for those lucky enough to witness it in person. Botanic gardens often host these blooms, drawing crowds eager to experience the sheer size and infamous smell of this remarkable plant. What do you think? Would you visit one? Here's what actually happens when dolphins chat underwater. Dolphins are far more than playful swimmers. They are the ocean's acoustic geniuses. Using a fascinating mix of whistles, clicks, chirps, and burst pulses, these intelligent creatures convey complex messages about their identity, mood, dangers, and social coordination. Each dolphin has a unique signature whistle, which acts like a name, enabling them to identify themselves to others even after years apart. This remarkable ability highlights their strong social bonds. Moreover, researchers have discovered syntax-like structures in dolphin vocalizations, implying that the order and length of their sounds follow distinct patterns, much like human grammar. To navigate and forage in murky waters, dolphins utilize echolocation, sending out sound waves that bounce back from objects, allowing them to see their surroundings. In group hunts, they beautifully synchronize their clicks to herd fish or alert one another to potential threats. Their vocal universe truly represents a rich marine language, transforming the ocean into a vast, intelligent conversation. How incredible is that? Did you know that comatose patients can speak? In a remarkable case that challenges our understanding of consciousness, a woman named Sarah spoke while she was in a coma. This astonishing event has sparked interest among scientists and medical professionals alike, as it highlights the mysterious capabilities of the human mind. When Sarah unexpectedly uttered words to her family, researchers were left wondering how much awareness exists during such a state. While in a coma, the brain can still show signs of activity, especially in response to familiar voices or sounds. This raises questions about our understanding of awareness and how medical professionals identify when someone is truly out of it. Studies are ongoing as researchers aim to explore how brain function can be preserved even when outward responses are absent. What does this mean for patients and families hoping for recovery? This case is a powerful reminder of the complexities of consciousness we still have to unravel. Why exactly does a new green pit viper matter? Indian researchers recently uncovered this fascinating species in the lush forests of Arunachal Pradesh, a beautiful state in northeastern India. This discovery not only adds to our knowledge of the incredible diversity of snake species in the region, but also highlights the ongoing need for conservation efforts. The new green pit viper showcases the unique wildlife that thrives in hidden environments, where many species await discovery. As habitats face threats from climate change and development, learning more about these creatures can spark greater appreciation for their existence. Every new species found helps paint a clearer picture of ecosystems and emphasizes how important it is to protect them. Every viper plays a role in the delicate balance of its habitat, making such discoveries crucial in shaping our conservation strategies. What else could be out there waiting to be found? Have you ever wondered why winter makes us feel tired? During the colder months, many people notice a significant shift in their mood and energy levels. This phenomenon occurs in various regions around the world, and it directly relates to changes in daylight and temperature. As winter days shorten, less sunlight reaches us, leading to lower levels of serotonin, a brain chemical that helps regulate mood. This deficiency can make folks feel sluggish, irritable, or even depressed. In contrast, when spring and summer arrive, the increased sunlight boosts serotonin levels, sparking a sense of vitality and energy. Our natural rhythms, driven by seasons, play a crucial role in our behavior. Some scientists even suggest that our ancestors adapted to these seasonal shifts, causing this lethargy to encourage rest during harsh climates. It's fascinating how something as simple as the weather can shift our emotions and motivation. So next time you find yourself feeling low in winter, remember that it's not just you, it's nature at work. Prepare to be amazed by the American Revolution. This pivotal conflict unfolded between 1765 and 1783 and marked a crucial step toward independence for the 13 American colonies. Sparked by grievances against British rule, such as taxes without representation, the colonists bravely fought to establish their own nation. The revolution not only transformed the United States, but also lit a fire of inspiration across the globe. Just 6 years after its conclusion, the French Revolution erupted in 1789, influenced by ideas of liberty and equality that the Americans championed. Both revolutions shared the vision of creating a government by the people for the people, highlighting the universal desire for freedom. As ideas of democracy and self-governance spread, countless movements in other parts of the world emerged, each echoing the American fight for independence. How did this dramatic chapter in history shape our modern world? Ever wondered about the largest flying animal ever? That title belongs to Quetzalcoatlus, a remarkable creature from the age of dinosaurs. Imagine a giant animal as tall as a giraffe soaring through the skies. This fascinating creature lived around 70 million years ago in what is now North America. With a wingspan reaching up to 36 feet, Quetzalcoatlus is a stunning example of nature's creativity. Unlike birds, it likely used its long, pointed beak to snatch fish and small creatures from the water. Paleontologists believe it glided on air currents, making it an incredible flyer. The discovery of such immense flying reptiles shows just how diverse and strange life was during the late Cretaceous period. Every fossil discovery teaches us more about these extraordinary beings, reminding us that the past was filled with wonders we can only dream of. What other surprises might the fossil record hold? Let's uncover the truth about Avoirdupois weight. Avoirdupois is a fascinating term that comes from an old French system of measuring weight. This system sets the standard for a pound to equal 16 ounces, something we commonly use every day without even thinking about it. The word avoirdupois itself is derived from French, meaning goods of weight. This measurement has roots that trace back to medieval times when merchants needed a standard way to measure and trade goods accurately. Before the adoption of the avoirdupois system, various regions used different weights, creating confusion and inconsistency. The simplicity of knowing that 16 ounces equal 1 pound has helped to streamline commerce. Today, we see avoirdupois in grocery stores, for example, when buying food items. Understanding this system helps us measure and compare weights in cooking, shipping, and more, making it a vital part of our daily lives. Isn't it intriguing to think about how something as simple as a measurement has influenced economies and diets for centuries? Most people don't know this, but Al Capone had a secret. Behind his criminal activities during Prohibition, this notorious gangster cleverly disguised himself as a used furniture dealer. While many saw him as a simple shopkeeper, Capone was actually orchestrating a massive network of illegal activities, including bootlegging alcohol and running speakeasies. This clever facade allowed him to move freely within society, cultivating a reputation as a businessman rather than a criminal. His storefront gave him an appearance of normalcy, which was crucial during a time when law enforcement was cracking down on organized crime. Capone's ability to blend into legitimate business circles while managing a criminal empire showcases his cunning and resourcefulness. Fascinatingly, this dual life contributed to his legendary status, raising questions about morality, law, and the lengths some will go to for power and wealth. How did he manage to evade the law for so long? Ever thought about why we hunt for the Yeti? The Yeti, often called the abominable snowman, is a mysterious figure from Himalayan folklore, captivating imaginations for years. Interest in this elusive creature really took off in the 20th century when explorers discovered huge footprints in the snow, fueling tales of a giant, ape-like being dwelling in the remote, icy mountains. Expeditions sprang up like wildfire, with adventurers hoping to capture evidence of its existence. Despite countless searches, climbers and scientists have yet to find definitive proof that the Yeti is real. So why does this legend continue to capture our hearts? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown, the thrill of adventure, or our fascination with cryptids. The Yeti symbolizes how humans are drawn to the mysteries of nature, constantly searching for what we might not fully understand. Could it be that some legends are meant to remain just that? Legends? Have you ever wondered why Iceland names are so unique? Iceland has a fascinating approach to naming, thanks to its official naming committee. Established to protect the Icelandic language and culture, this committee enforces strict grammar rules on names. If a name doesn't fit the Icelandic standards, it can be rejected. For example, using traditional Icelandic naming conventions, people often have names that reflect their lineage, like Jansson for a son of Jan, or Jan's daughter for a daughter. This system allows for creativity within boundaries, encouraging unique names that also tell a story. Moreover, parents frequently seek approval for names that aren't common to ensure they abide by these guidelines. As a result, despite some restrictions, Icelanders can still celebrate individuality through their names. This unique blend of tradition and modernity makes Icelandic names a special part of the culture. Isn't it interesting how a simple name can carry so much meaning? Believe it or not, pelicans are nature's water bottles. These fascinating birds have incredibly elastic mouths that make them stand out in the animal kingdom. Their unique pouches can hold an astonishing 11 liters of water, which is equivalent to about 3 gallons. Imagine a built-in water bottle that not only stores water, but also helps these birds catch their meals. When hunting, Pelicans dive into the water and scoop up fish along with the water, using their large pouches to trap their prey. This remarkable adaptation allows them to efficiently gather a large meal in one go. Once they've caught their lunch, they tilt their heads to drain the excess water before swallowing the fish. This exceptional ability not only aids in feeding, but also illustrates the wonders of evolution, showing how animals adapt to thrive in their environments. So the next time you see a pelican soaring along the coast, remember the incredible engineering behind its flexible mouth. How cool is that? Ever wonder why sailors feared falling off the earth? For centuries, the belief that the earth was flat loomed large in the minds of many people, including sailors. When ships set sail from port, seafarers often worried about reaching the edge of their known world, where they imagined the ocean would drop off into nothingness. This idea wasn't just a myth, it stemmed from ancient cultures that lacked the scientific knowledge we have today about our planet's round shape. Maps of the time often depicted the Earth as flat, causing sailors to believe that venturing too far would result in plummeting into an abyss. Legends of sea monsters and treacherous waters added to their fears. However, as explorers like Christopher Columbus and Ferdinand Magellan sailed further and documented their journeys, they began to unveil the truth about our spherical Earth. Their courageous adventures helped change minds and boost confidence in exploration, proving that the world is much larger and more wondrous than anyone had imagined. Let's uncover the truth about parrots' mimicry. Parrots are famous for their ability to mimic sounds, but there's more to this behavior than meets the eye. Parrots use their mimicry not just for fun, but also as an essential part of social communication. This skill helps them maintain flock cohesion in the wild, allowing them to bond with each other through sound. Interestingly, when parrots imitate human speech or other animal noises, they're not truly understanding language in the way we do. Instead, they use these sounds to connect with their human caretakers or fellow animals, creating a unique relationship based on shared sounds. This form of communication showcases their intelligence and adaptability. So next time you hear a parrot talking, remember they're not just mimicking words, they're engaging in a fascinating way that strengthens their social bonds. How cool is that? Did you know vampire bats share blood with friends? This fascinating behavior showcases their remarkable social structure. When one bat from a colony has a successful meal and becomes full, it might later find a friend that hasn't eaten. In an act of friendship and survival, the bat will regurgitate some of its blood to help its hungry companion. This behavior isn't just altruistic. It ensures that all members of the colony can survive, especially during tough times. Blood sharing reinforces bonds among the bats, and since their survival depends on the group's cohesion, this mutual aid is crucial. Researchers have observed that these bats can recognize each other and remember previous interactions. So if a bat shares blood, it may expect the favor to be returned later. This reciprocal behavior emphasizes the importance of cooperation in nature, even among creatures often seen as fierce predators. Their fascinating social interactions remind us that kindness can be found in the most unexpected places. Did you know rennet transforms milk into yogurt? This fascinating enzyme, found in the stomach lining of ruminant animals like sheep, plays a crucial role in making our favorite dairy products. Rennet helps curdle milk by breaking down proteins, which causes it to thicken and form curds. Without rennet, we wouldn't have many cheeses or even yogurt. Traditionally used for centuries, rennet not only adds a unique texture, but also enhances the flavor of these foods. While it's commonly associated with cheesemaking, its application extends to yogurt production as well. Today, many artisans and commercial producers still rely on this natural enzyme to create rich and creamy dairy delights. So next time you enjoy a smoothie bowl topped with yogurt, remember the vital role rennet plays in your delicious treat. Could we ever imagine a world without it? Did you know Cameron Dallas has a middle name? This popular internet personality and actor was born Cameron Alexander Dallas on September 8, 1994. He first gained fame on the app Vine, where his hilarious videos struck a chord with millions, quickly making him a social media sensation. But it's not just his entertaining content that fans love. Cameron's engaging personality shines through. capturing the hearts of followers across platforms like Instagram and YouTube. Fans have often speculated about the significance of his middle name, Alexander, which has roots that mean defender of the people. This adds a charming layer, as many fans feel a connection to him, not only as a star, but as someone who stands strong for his fans. With his varied talents in acting, music, and entrepreneurship, Cameron continues to grow, making us wonder what he'll do next. Can you believe a village hides in a volcano? Nestled within the rim of an extinct volcano, the village of Antiac in Madagascar offers stunning views and a climate that feels just right. This unique location allows residents to experience a microclimate that is cooler and more temperate compared to the surrounding areas. The crater, with its towering walls and lush vegetation, creates a natural shelter for this small community. As you wander through the village, you'll encounter colorful homes, friendly locals, and a rich culture that has thrived for generations. The volcanic landscape not only provides breathtaking scenery, but also fertile soil, making it perfect for farming and growing local crops. Enriched by the diverse flora and fauna surrounding the crater, residents enjoy a living space that feels like a slice of paradise. This hidden gem in Madagascar showcases how nature and community can blend, resulting in a way of life that's harmonious with its environment. Wouldn't you love to visit such a remarkable place? Hard to believe, but Luzon has a lake inside a lake. On the Philippine island of Luzon, you'll find one of nature's most extraordinary geographic wonders. This stunning formation starts with Taal Lake, which is already remarkable for being a large, water-filled caldera formed by a volcanic eruption. But here's where it gets really interesting. Within Taal Lake lies Volcano Island, which itself contains a crater lake called the Main Crater Lake. To top it off, there's even a smaller island within that lake. This fascinating chain of nested landforms is quite rare, found only in a handful of places around the world. It offers awe-inspiring views and a unique ecosystem, attracting tourists, nature lovers, and researchers alike. So if you ever find yourself in the Philippines, don't miss the chance to experience this geological marvel up close. Imagine a robot writing prayers all on its own. This is exactly what Prayer, an innovative robot, does with remarkable skill. Programmed to autonomously compose and recite religious texts, Prayer merges technology with spirituality in a unique way. As an artistic creation, it raises fascinating questions about the role of machines in our spiritual lives. Can a robot truly understand the depth and meaning of prayer, or will it always be just a mechanical performer? People have responded to prayer with a mix of intrigue and skepticism, pondering what it means for modern spirituality. In a world where technology often seems to separate us from genuine experiences, prayer serves as a thought-provoking bridge between tradition and innovation. It invites us to reflect on how machines can contribute to, or even challenge, our understanding of faith and connection. This blend of art, technology, and spirituality opens new avenues for discussion. Are we ready to embrace such a fascinating union? Why does Frankfurt Airport hide its walking tunnel? At one of the world's busiest airports, passengers often miss out on cool shortcuts. In Frankfurt, Germany, a hidden walking tunnel connects Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, but surprisingly, many travelers don't know it exists. This tunnel is mainly used by airport employees, making it a well-kept secret for those in the know. Imagine rushing through the airport, looking for your gate, and then discovering that you could have taken a direct walk instead of navigating through the busy lounges and shops. These passageways not only save time, but also offer a quieter experience away from the bustling crowd. Multi-terminal airports sometimes have such hidden gems designed to improve efficiency and reduce the stress of travel. Although these tunnels provide a smoother journey, many passengers wander without realizing these options exist. Next time you're at an airport, keep your eyes peeled for any hidden pathways that might just make your trip a little easier. Believe it or not, later school start times save lives. Recent studies show that pushing back school start times can lead to a remarkable 70% reduction in car accidents involving teen drivers. Why does this happen? It's all about sleep. Teenagers naturally have different sleep patterns, often staying up late and needing more rest in the morning. When schools start early, many students are sleep-deprived, making them less alert and more prone to accidents. By starting school later, especially in high school, adolescents get more sleep, improving their focus and reaction times on the road. Some schools across the United States have already made the shift, and the positive changes are hard to ignore. With fewer accidents, not only are teens safer, but families feel more at ease knowing their loved ones are driving with better alertness. The choice to change start times could be a simple yet powerful way to enhance road safety for everyone. So why aren't more schools making this change? Hard to believe, but Alabama's name has deep roots. The name Alabama comes from the Alabama Indian tribe, who called the region home until the early 19th century. These indigenous people thrived in parts of western Alabama and eastern Mississippi. The word Alabama is thought to mean thicket clearers or vegetation gatherers, highlighting the tribe's connection to the lush environment they lived in. Imagine a community that relied on the land for survival, using their knowledge of nature to thrive. Their lifestyle emphasized harmony with the surrounding flora and fauna, and the name they chose reflects this deep bond. Even today, the legacy of the Alabama tribe can be felt in the state's rich cultural tapestry. The name serves as a reminder of their vibrant history and the lasting impact they had on the region. How many other places can trace their names to such fascinating origins? Hard to believe, but North Sentinel Island remains untouched. This remarkable place, located in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands of India, is home to the Sentinelese, a tribe that has lived in isolation for thousands of years. They have never made contact with the outside world, choosing instead to maintain their traditional lifestyle. Indian law plays a crucial role in protecting the island and its inhabitants, prohibiting outsiders from visiting to prevent the spread of diseases and to preserve the tribe's unique culture. The Sentinelese are known for their fierce resistance to intruders, often using arrows to defend their territory. This isolation has sparked curiosity and debate about the balance between protecting indigenous cultures and the desire for exploration. As we move forward in our globalized world, should we respect their boundaries or attempt to learn from them? What if I told you about edible insect candies? Hot Licks is a fascinating brand that stands out by creating treats like chocolate-covered scorpions and barbecue worms. While the idea of munching on bugs might sound bizarre to some, Hot Licks wants to make insect consumption an accepted and tasty option for everyone. This unique approach isn't just for thrill seekers, it's a clever way to introduce more sustainable protein sources into our diets. Edible insects are packed with nutrients and require less land and water to farm compared to traditional livestock. With each crunchy bite, you might be surprised by the blend of flavors and textures, turning the creepy into something deliciously fun. As we face global food challenges, embracing alternatives like these could lead to a healthier planet and diverse culinary adventures. So why not give it a try and see if you can handle the buzz of these intriguing treats? Who knows, you might just find a new favorite snack. Guess what really drives Australia's straight roads? Australia boasts some of the longest and straightest roads on the planet, stretching through vast deserts and open landscapes. To combat driver fatigue during these long stretches, creative road signs offer a fun twist. They pose trivia questions. Imagine cruising along the highway when suddenly you see a sign asking, "What is the only bird that can't fly?" After a few miles, the answer appears, keeping your mind sharp and engaged. These clever signs add a sprinkle of excitement to an otherwise monotonous journey. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about making the experience enjoyable. So whether you're driving through the Nullarbor Plain or the Outback, these trivia signs transform long drives into a playful adventure, reminding us that the journey can be just as rewarding as the destination. You might be shocked to learn that elevators can be this short. In Hanover, Germany, you'll find the world's shortest elevator ride, which travels just one story in a mere few seconds. This quirky elevator connects 2 floors of a local office building and has become more of a fun attraction than a practical necessity. Visitors often chuckle as they hop aboard, enjoying the brief ascent and descent while snapping photos for their friends. This novelty ride has turned into a lighthearted landmark that draws in curious onlookers and tourists alike. It highlights how elevators, typically seen as functional, can also provide a unique experience. Imagine stepping into an elevator, feeling excited, and realizing you're only going up one floor. Would you dare to take this quick ride in Hanover? Why exactly does MrBeast sell chocolate? MrBeast, the popular YouTuber known for his outrageous stunts and philanthropy, has launched a chocolate brand called Feastables. This new venture not only gives his fans a tasty treat, but also reflects his personal passion for sweets and creativity. Feastables chocolates are available for purchase on his website and at various retailers like Walmart and 7-Eleven, making it easy for everyone to grab a bar. But there's more to Feastables than just chocolate. MrBeast is committed to high-quality ingredients, ensuring that you enjoy delicious flavors without any unnecessary junk. By connecting his brand to a good cause, he's also planning to donate a portion of the sales to help those in need. So when you buy a bar, you're not just treating yourself, but also making a difference. How cool is that? Believe it or not, you can make Gatorade at home. With just a simple process, you can create a refreshing and hydrating drink right in your kitchen. All you need is some Kool-Aid and a pinch of salt. This homemade alternative offers a way to replenish electrolytes, which are crucial for staying hydrated, especially during sports and physical activities. While it may not taste exactly like the Gatorade you buy at the store, this DIY version is a budget-friendly option that provides the same essential benefits. For athletes or anyone spending time in the sun, this drink can help prevent dehydration by restoring lost fluids. Just mix a glass of your favorite Kool-Aid flavor with water and add a small amount of salt. About a quarter teaspoon should do. So the next time you're sweating it out in the heat or after a workout, why not whip up a batch of this easy homemade Gatorade? It's a fun and practical solution. Why exactly is Hawaii so unique among states? Hawaii stands out as the only U.S. state made entirely of islands, featuring a total of 132 islands. Among these, only 7 are inhabited. Hawaii, often referred to as the Big Island, Maui, Oahu, Kauai, Molokai, Lanai, and Niihau. Each of these islands showcases stunning landscapes and vibrant cultures shaped by their geographic isolation in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. This isolation has led to a rich diversity of plant and animal life, some of which are found nowhere else on Earth. The islands are also home to distinct traditions and customs, influenced by the native Hawaiian culture and the various waves of immigrants who have settled there. From the lush green mountains of Kauai to the bustling city life in Oahu, Hawaii offers a tapestry of experiences waiting to be explored. Here's a wild fact about fighting forest fires. Over 100 helicopters equipped with Bambi buckets play a crucial role in battling these blazes. A Bambi bucket is a large water tank suspended from the helicopter, allowing it to scoop water from lakes, rivers, or other bodies of water. Once full, the helicopter can fly directly to the fire, dumping its hefty load with remarkable accuracy. This quick response is essential, especially in areas where wildfires can spread rapidly and threaten homes and wildlife. The pilots are trained to maneuver skillfully in high-stress situations, ensuring they deliver the water where it's needed most. With their ability to cover vast areas in a short amount of time, these helicopters are invaluable tools in firefighting efforts. Have you ever seen one in action? Why exactly does soccer spark such wild reactions? After Germany's remarkable 7-1 victory over Brazil in the 2014 World Cup, emotions ran high not just among fans, but even in unexpected places. The shocking score turned heads worldwide and led to a surge of humorous and inappropriate content online. A well-known adult video website noticed this trend when users began uploading highlights of the game with explicit titles that made light of the defeat. The website, eager to maintain a certain level of decorum, had to issue a public plea urging fans to stop posting these suggestive clips. This quirky incident highlights how deeply sports can stir feelings and inspire creativity, even in cheeky ways. It's a testament to how influential and entertaining soccer can be, bringing laughter and surprises, sometimes in the most unexpected forms. Isn't it fascinating how a single match can elicit such varied and intense reactions? Let's uncover the truth about knightly gauntlets. Medieval knights wore gauntlets not just for protection in battle, but also for a dramatic flair that history enthusiasts find quite fascinating. When a knight wanted to challenge an opponent, he would throw his gauntlet at their feet, signaling a duel. This act wasn't merely practical, it added a theatrical element to combat that resembled how people challenge one another today. Imagine a knight clad in shiny armor, tossing down his gauntlet as a sign of defiance. This gesture symbolized honor and bravery, allowing knights to uphold their reputation and assert their resolve. The duel that followed was not just a fight, but a showcase of skill and courage, captivating spectators who gathered to watch. This striking practice highlights how even battles in the medieval era had their own bursts of drama, making them memorable and alive in the stories we share today. Let's uncover the truth about crows' amazing memories. Crows are not just clever birds, they are memory champions of the animal kingdom. Researchers have discovered that these intelligent creatures can remember human faces and hold grudges against individuals who wrong them. Imagine walking past a crow that had a negative experience with you, only to see it scowling from a nearby branch days or even years later. This remarkable memory helps crows distinguish between friendly and unfriendly humans, contributing to their survival. They may even share this information with other crows, warning them about potentially dangerous people. So if you're thinking of getting on a crow's good side, be kind. These fascinating birds not only excel at problem solving, but also have the social awareness to remember past interactions, making them formidable creatures in the wild. Believe it or not, the NHL turned to infrared technology. In the 1990s, the National Hockey League, NHL, sought ways to boost players' performance and visibility during games, leading them to an innovative solution: infrared sensors. These advanced tools provided real-time data on player movements, enhancing coaches' abilities to strategize on the ice. Not only did this technology give insights into skating speed and passing accuracy, but it also made the fast-paced action easier for fans to follow. As players zipped around the rink, these sensors tracked every move, allowing the NHL to gather valuable statistics that improve both gameplay and viewer experience. Imagine watching a game where you can see exactly how fast a player is moving or where the puck is headed, all thanks to this cutting-edge technology. This leap into utilizing infrared technology not only positioned the NHL ahead of many sports leagues, but also highlighted the importance of innovation in enhancing athletic performance. So, what would the future hold for the NHL as technology continues to evolve? You won't believe this about how electricity works. Electricity is defined as the flow of electrons through a conductive material, like copper wires, creating that buzz we often take for granted in our daily lives. Imagine a battery or generator. These devices create a difference in electric potential, essentially pushing electrons along a path. This flow is what powers up our gadgets, lights our homes, and keeps our food fresh in refrigerators. When you flip the switch, you're not just turning on a light. You're allowing countless electrons to race through that wire, transforming stored energy into a bright glow. It's fascinating how something so invisible, like the movement of tiny particles, can lead to such powerful results. So next time you charge your phone or turn on the TV, think about the incredible journey of those electrons and the science behind the energy that makes it all possible. Is it really true that Victoria's Secret sparked a shopping revolution? In 1977, Roy Raymond founded Victoria's Secret with a unique vision: to make lingerie shopping more comfortable for men buying gifts for their partners. The name Victoria was a nod to the elegance of the Victorian era, embodying the charm and sophistication that Raymond aimed to offer. Initially, his idea caught on, leading to the company's early success. However, in 1982, Raymond sold Victoria's Secret to Les Wexner, a move that would change everything. Wexner revitalized the brand, transforming it into a global powerhouse that became synonymous with high-fashion lingerie and extravagant fashion shows, featuring glamorous models. This shift not only redefined how lingerie was marketed and perceived, but also created a unique shopping experience that resonates with many today. Can you imagine how a simple store became a cultural icon? Prepare to be amazed by Johann's lottery luck. Winning the lottery once is already a thrilling experience, but imagine doing it 4 times. Johann has managed this incredible feat, capturing the attention and curiosity of many. People are talking, wondering what his secret might be. Is it luck, magic, or perhaps an unusual charm? What adds to the intrigue is Johann's distinct appearance, which makes him even more memorable. His striking looks have made him somewhat of a local celebrity, with fans eager to hear his story. Many flock to see him, hoping to catch a glimpse of the man who beats the odds repeatedly. As rumors swirl about his successes, some speculate that he might have a lucky ritual or a favorite number. Others simply admire his uncanny knack for winning. So what do you think is behind Johann's extraordinary winning streak? You won't believe this about mice and cheese. Contrary to what many think, mice actually don't crave cheese at all. A fascinating study from researchers at Manchester Metropolitan University in the UK found that these little creatures prefer foods like fruits and grains over the dairy delight. The idea that mice love cheese likely comes from movies and stories where the two seem inseparable. In reality, the strong smell of cheese can even turn mice away. This curious misconception has led to one of the most persistent animal myths in our culture. So if you're trying to catch a mouse, you might want to rethink your snack offerings. Fruits, grains, or even seeds might work better than a block of cheddar. Next time you hear about a mouse munching on cheese, you can confidently share the surprising fact. Most people don't know this, but our skin renews daily. This amazing process happens right beneath the surface, making skin the most visible organ involved in the body's continuous refresh. Did you know that every 24 hours, a person sheds nearly 1 million skin cells? That's a staggering amount, contributing to household dust you might not even notice. Over time, our skin replaces itself completely. This usually takes about 27 days. So while you might look in the mirror and see the same face, a vibrant new layer of skin is constantly forming under the old one. This renewal helps protect us from infections and keeps our skin looking youthful, smooth, and healthy. Next time you dust your home, remember that you're not just cleaning, you're sweeping away tiny pieces of yourself. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies work tirelessly every day to keep us fresh and ready for anything? Prepare to be amazed by the sun's true colors. The sun actually emits white light, which contains all colors of the visible spectrum. You might wonder why it looks yellow, especially during sunset. This happens because Earth's atmosphere scatters shorter wavelengths of light, like blue and violet, while allowing the longer wavelengths, such as yellow and red, to reach our eyes more easily. So when you see the sun shining, you're not seeing its actual color, but rather a filtered version. When the sun is high in the sky, its light travels through less atmosphere, making it appear brighter and whiter. However, as it sets, it passes through more air, creating that warm, golden hue we associate with sunsets. Isn't it fascinating how the atmosphere can change our perception of something as familiar as the sun? Next time you look up, remember it's shining with a brilliant mix of colors. Prepare to be amazed by Comet 67P's funky smell. Scientists have discovered that this fascinating celestial traveler isn't just stunning to look at, it also gives off an odor that's hard to forget. Comet 67P emits a cocktail of foul-smelling compounds, including hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, and hydrogen cyanide. These substances create an aroma reminiscent of rotten eggs, urine, burning matches, and even a hint of almonds. Can you imagine how that would smell up close? This stinky mix makes it quite clear that getting too close for a sniff would be a bad idea. Instead of being a cosmic perfume, 67P serves as a reminder of why our earthly atmospheres are so special. Scientists study comets like 67P to learn more about the early solar system. And while we may not want to inhale its fumes, understanding these bizarre smells helps us uncover the mysteries about the building blocks of life on Earth. Prepare to be amazed by meerkat clans. These fascinating animals are highly social, forming tight-knit groups known as clans. Within their clans, meerkats showcase remarkable teamwork as they hunt, care for their young, and defend themselves against predators. Each clan member has a role, with one meerkat often appointed as the lookout while others search for food. This lookout perches on a high point, scanning the environment for threats and alerting the group if danger approaches. Meerkats communicate with a variety of vocalizations, helping them coordinate their activities seamlessly. When one member finds food, they communicate their discovery, ensuring the entire clan benefits from the meal. Their cooperative behavior not only strengthens social bonds, but also enhances their survival chances in the wild. These clever creatures are a perfect example of how teamwork can lead to success in nature. So the next time you see a meerkat, think about the intricate social network and collaboration happening right before your eyes. Hard to believe, but moonquakes last longer than you think. Moonquakes are the lunar twins of earthquakes, offering a unique glimpse into the moon's mysteries. They occur due to various reasons, such as meteorite impacts and the moon's surface expanding when heated by the sun. What's fascinating is that some shallow moonquakes can last up to an astonishing 10 minutes, which is much longer than most earthquakes on Earth. During the Apollo missions, NASA cleverly placed seismometers on the lunar surface to monitor these tremors and gather vital information about the moon's internal structure. These instruments not only recorded moonquakes, but also helped scientists understand the moon's geology, including its composition and history. Learning about these seismic events sheds light on how dynamic our celestial neighbor really is. Curious about what else we might discover about the moon? Guess what drives most Americans to use credit cards? Approximately 90% of Americans have at least one credit card in their wallet, and remarkably, about 1 in 7 individuals own 7 or more. This widespread use of credit cards is shaped by convenience. They allow quick payments and help manage cash flow. However, as debt accumulates and interest rates rise, these financial tools can become a double-edged sword. Many households find themselves juggling bills and payments, facing the risk of falling into a cycle of debt. While credit cards can offer rewards and benefits, such as cash back or points for travel, using them irresponsibly can lead to financial stress. It's essential to balance the advantages with the pitfalls of high interest rates, ensuring that a credit card remains a helpful tool rather than a financial burden. Are you one of those savvy card holders managing to keep your spending in check? Let's uncover the truth about catasetomorchids. These fascinating plants have developed a truly unique way to reproduce, which relies heavily on their clever use of pollinating insects. When an insect visits a catasetomorchid flower, it doesn't just sip nectar, it triggers an incredible mechanism. This reaction causes a sac filled with pollen to launch toward the insect, thanks to a sticky pad that makes sure the pollen sticks effectively. This fascinating tactic not only ensures that the pollen reaches the female flowers, but it also minimizes the waste of precious resources. In a world where many plants rely on wind or direct contact for pollination, the cleverness of the catasetomorchid stands out. Such an ingenious reproductive method highlights the intricate relationships in nature between plants and pollinators. This dance of life illustrates how evolution can lead to remarkably specialized adaptations. Isn't it amazing how these flowers have found such an efficient way to thrive? Why exactly does dark chocolate energize us more than coffee? Dark chocolate, especially varieties with 70% cocoa or higher, surprises many with its caffeine content. In fact, a single ounce of this rich treat contains more caffeine than the same weight of coffee. This means that if you're reaching for a piece of dark chocolate, you could be getting a nice little energy boost. The secret lies in the cocoa beans, which naturally contain caffeine. However, not all chocolate is created equal. Powdered hot chocolate usually has less cocoa and consequently less caffeine. So while a warm cup of hot chocolate can be comforting, if you're looking for a pick-me-up, opt for that high-quality dark chocolate. It's not just a delicious treat, it can also offer a satisfying lift to your day, making it a delightful alternative to your usual cup of joe. This might surprise you, France's Chappe Telegraph. In the 1790s, the innovative Chappe Telegraph system revolutionized communication across France. Invented by Claude Chappe, this extraordinary network of signaling towers used mechanical arms to send messages quickly from one tower to another. Imagine towering structures with long wooden arms that moved in synchronized patterns to convey information. This system allowed messages to travel up to 12 miles in just a few minutes. When visibility was good, operators could relay messages using a code of arm positions, allowing for real-time updates about everything from military movements to news of the day. The Chappe Telegraph was a significant leap forward in communication technology, laying the groundwork for later advancements, including the electric telegraph and modern telecommunications. It was an impressive feat of engineering that demonstrated humanity's desire to connect over long distances, a vital need that persists today. Can you envision how different life would have been without such a system? Did H.G. Wells predict atomic bombs in 1914? In his groundbreaking novel, The World Set Free, H.G. Wells envisioned a future fueled by atomic energy, long before it became a reality. Writing in 1914, he explored the terrifying potential of bomb-powered energy that could annihilate cities and plunge the world into conflict. His story depicted a society grappling with the newfound power of nuclear technology, highlighting both its promise and peril. This vivid imagination resonated surprisingly well with scientists involved in the Manhattan Project during World War II, who were tasked with developing actual atomic bombs. Wells's predictions serve as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the thin line between scientific progress and destruction. Could it be that fiction helped shape the future of warfare and energy use, forcing us to confront the consequences of our own inventions? Did you know India is the spice capital of the world? Approximately 70% of the spices we enjoy around the globe come from this vibrant country. From the aromatic warmth of cumin to the fiery kick of chili, India's diverse climate and rich soil provide the perfect conditions for growing a wide variety of spices. Each region has its specialties, with southern India being famous for its black pepper and Kerala known for its cardamom. The country's deep-rooted history and spice trade dates back thousands of years, influencing not just local cuisine, but also global flavors and food habits. Spices play a vital role in not only making our meals delicious, but also in traditional medicine and cultural rituals. So next time you sprinkle some curry powder or enjoy a spicy dish, remember that a significant part of that flavor journey begins in India. Isn't it fascinating how one country has influenced the culinary world so dramatically? Ever thought about why Point Nemo is so unique? This intriguing spot in the Pacific Ocean holds the title of the most remote place on Earth. In fact, it is closer to the International Space Station than to any land, making it a fascinating example of isolation. Point Nemo is over 1,450 nautical miles from the nearest land, which happens to be Ducie Island, part of the Pitcairn Islands. Because of its vast emptiness, the area is often used by spacecraft to safely re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. When satellites in the International Space Station pass overhead, they are technically closer to Point Nemo than anyone on land. This unique feature leads to an environment that is incredibly silent and devoid of human presence. Scientists and adventurers alike are drawn to its mystery, studying its oceanic characteristics and the marine life that thrive in such a remote habitat. What secrets do you think Point Nemo holds? You won't believe this about your last name. Surnames actually started as a clever way to identify people based on their jobs, where they came from, or even what they looked like. Imagine living in a small village where everyone knows you as John, but there are 5 other Johns too. That's where surnames come in handy. For instance, if you were a baker, you might be called John Baker. If you worked in a certain town, you might be known as John from Smithfield. This naming system was especially useful as communities grew larger and more diverse. With so many people around, distinguishing between individuals became essential. Today, when you introduce yourself and share your last name, you are carrying a piece of history that reflects not just your family, but also the society and culture of times long ago. Isn't it fascinating how much your surname can reveal about you? Celebrate Pokemon Day, a global phenomenon. Every February 27, this exciting day marks the anniversary of the Pokemon franchise, which began captivating fans in 1996. Every year on February 27th, dedicated fans around the world come together to enjoy various events that highlight the franchise's impressive evolution. You might find game updates revealing new Pokemon, exciting announcements about upcoming games, and community celebrations filled with playful activities. These gatherings showcase the impact Pokemon has had on pop culture for nearly 3 decades. From trading cards to animated series and even blockbuster movies, Pokémon has a special place in the hearts of millions. Fans often share their favorite moments and team up for battles, both online and in person. Pokémon Day isn't just about nostalgia, it's also a glimpse into the future of this beloved franchise. With each passing year, new adventures and characters emerge, keeping fans of all ages engaged. So whether you play the video games, watch the shows, or collect the cards, Pokémon Day is a chance to celebrate your love for this incredible universe. Guess what really drives ALS symptoms and effects? Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, commonly known as ALS, is a challenging neurological disorder that causes the gradual degeneration of motor neurons in the brain and spinal cord. This deterioration leads to a progressive loss of muscle control, affecting basic functions like walking, swallowing, and speaking. Imagine trying to reach for a cup, but your body won't cooperate. That's the reality for many living with ALS. While the exact cause of this condition remains unclear, researchers believe genetic factors and environmental influences might play a role. Despite the hurdles, organizations and scientists are tirelessly working on treatments and potential cures to improve the quality of life for those affected. The Ice Bucket Challenge in 2014 brought global attention to the disease, raising significant funds for research. Awareness and empathy are crucial as they contribute to a supportive community for individuals living with ALS. Each effort, big or small, matters in the fight against this life-altering condition. Prepare to be amazed by static electricity's hidden dangers. When we think about static electricity, we often picture a small shock when touching a doorknob. However, if not managed correctly, it can lead to much bigger problems. Static electricity can attract dust particles, creating an unwanted layer of grime on surfaces. This accumulation of dust isn't just annoying, it can actually short-circuit electronic components, causing devices to malfunction. Imagine your smartphone or laptop suddenly shutting down because of a tiny speck of dust. Moreover, dust obscures cameras and solar panels, reducing their efficiency and performance. In photography, a dusty lens can spoil perfect moments. Meanwhile, solar panels covered in dust can lose up to 30% of their energy-gathering ability. So next time you feel that little zap, remember the dust monster lurking nearby. This might surprise you. Google's camels in the desert. In 2014, Google embarked on a fascinating project in the Liwa Desert, located in the United Arab Emirates. They mounted 360-degree cameras on camels to capture stunning imagery for their popular Street View feature. This innovative move was designed to allow people around the world to explore the beautiful yet harsh landscape of Golden Dunes without ever leaving their homes. The camels, known for their ability to navigate difficult terrain, proved to be the perfect companions for this adventure. By utilizing these unique animals, Google was able to provide a rare glimpse into this expansive desert ecosystem, showcasing its beauty and challenges. Now, anyone with an internet connection can virtually trek across the sandy landscapes, observing the striking contrasts of the desert environment. The project also highlights how technology and nature can come together creatively, making it possible for people to appreciate places they may never visit in real life. So are you ready to explore the Liwa Desert through your screen? Have you ever wondered why fire was crucial for rockets? Fire has been an essential element in the development of rocket technology, dating back to our earliest attempts to reach the skies. Long before the age of modern rockets, ancient civilizations used simple rocket designs powered by fire. The Chinese, for example, developed gunpowder rockets in the 13th century, launching primitive projectiles into the air for both military and festive purposes. These early applications showed how fire could propel objects, setting the stage for future advancements. As technology evolved, the use of combustion in rocket engines became fundamental during the space race of the 20th century. Engineers learned to harness controlled fire in liquid and solid rocket propellants, achieving monumental feats like launching satellites and sending humans to the moon. Today, fire not only propels rockets, but also inspires innovation in aerospace design. Understanding its historical significance helps us appreciate the incredible journey of rocket technology and its role in exploring the universe. Why did fire hold such importance in shaping the future of space travel? Believe it or not, mice thrive on one meal a day. Recent research has revealed that mice who consume all their calories in a single meal tend to live longer than those who munch throughout the day. This fascinating finding suggests that the timing of food intake might be just as crucial as the amount consumed. Scientists observed various groups of mice, giving some a steady supply of food, while others were limited to a single daily feast. Surprisingly, the ones that only ate once a day showed improved health markers and increased longevity. This study raises intriguing questions about meal timing and its effects on aging and metabolism, not just in mice but potentially in humans as well. Could this mean that concentrating our eating into specific time windows might lead to healthier lives? The idea opens up new doors for exploring how our eating habits may influence our overall well-being. While we can't jump to conclusions just yet, these findings encourage us to consider the relationship between meal patterns and our health. What if I told you owls have hidden legs? Despite their stocky and fluffy appearance, many people are surprised to learn that a large portion of an owl's legs is actually tucked away beneath their round bodies. This clever design helps them stay warm and look adorable while conserving energy. When these fascinating creatures fly, their legs can drop down, giving us a rare glimpse of their full length. However, owls tend to keep their legs mostly hidden while perched or resting. This adaptation serves more than just an aesthetic purpose. It helps them be stealthy hunters, as their camouflage bodies blend seamlessly into their surroundings. So the next time you spot an owl, remember that its impressive legs are there, just out of sight, playing an essential role in the bird's survival and behavior. How cool is that? Experience a luxurious fragrance that lasts all day. Imagine a 3-liter bottle crafted from beautiful Murano glass, designed not just for looks but to hold a captivating scent. This unique fragrance isn't your average perfume. It promises an unforgettable sensory experience, lingering on your skin for up to an impressive 12 hours. Murano glass, known for its rich history and craftsmanship from the Venetian islands, ensures that each bottle is a work of art in itself. When you apply this perfume, you're not just wearing a scent, you're embracing a luxurious experience that transforms your day. Picture walking into a room and immediately attracting attention as the delightful aroma envelops you and those around you. Whether you're heading to a special event or just want to feel fabulous every day, this fragrance adds a touch of elegance to your routine. It's like having a magical charm that keeps you feeling fresh and delightful all day long. Are you ready to treat yourself to this sublime scent? Here's something incredible about the saguaro cactus. These remarkable plants have unique adaptations that enable them to survive in harsh desert environments. The saguaro cactus, which can live for over 200 years, shows us how resilient nature can be. One of its standout features is its deep root system. Some roots can extend as far as 100 feet underground. This incredible depth allows the cactus to tap into water sources that many other plants can't reach, helping it thrive during those rare moments when rain does fall. While it may only grow a few inches each year, this slow growth is part of its survival strategy, reducing water loss while still reaching impressive heights that can top 40 feet. So next time you see a saguaro cactus standing tall under the blazing sun, remember that it's not just a quirky icon of the desert, but a symbol of endurance and smart adaptation to the extremes of nature. Can hot weather really curb your appetite? Research shows that when temperatures soar, people often feel less hungry. This is largely because our bodies work hard to keep cool as the heat rises. Instead of focusing energy on digesting food, our systems prioritize maintaining a comfortable temperature, which can lead to reduced feelings of hunger. In hot climates, our bodies might be busy sweating and regulating internal heat, which means we may not crave that extra meal. Additionally, many people seek lighter foods in the summer, opting for refreshing salads and fruits instead of heavy dishes. Hydration also plays a key role. As we drink more water to cope with the heat, our stomachs may feel fuller, sending signals to our brain that we don't need to eat as much. So the next time you notice your appetite dwindling on a hot day, remember that the heat is working harder than you might think to keep you cool.